Well, I'm Assemblywoman Nancy Pinkin, and I'm here today with Brad Cohen, our mayor, to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the East Brunswick Museum. And many people in New Jersey, it's a very old state, but we don't necessarily remember and appreciate our history. So the museum is here to kind of memorialize the past history of our town. And the anniversary, the original founding of our town was 1860, but the village was here even before that. So many of the kids in our schools come here for class trips, but most other people really haven't been here. And we have today a lot of the original trustees here, and I just want to read, we have a resolution from the Senate and the General Assembly, and I just want to say a little bit about the town. So, located in the historic village of Old Bridge, a lot of people get confused by that, but it really was East Brunswick. The museum opened in 1980 with the purpose of collecting and preserving and interpreting the history of East Brunswick and its surrounding communities. So the museum has an excellent permanent collection, including historic pottery and tile, paintings of the 19th century artist James Crawford Thom, photographs of early homes and important places of interest, Native American artifacts, replicas of Victorian-era rooms, and personal papers and memorabilia of Governor Harold Hoffman.
First of all, I want to thank the county freeholders who helped sponsor the program here today, and the Historic Society and the Museum Corporation for putting on this program today. 40 years is a milestone, and as such, I think that one of the things that many times we forget is the history of our township. East Brunswick started in 1860, like the Assemblywoman said, but we have parts of this town go back many, many, many years. There's a historic buildings in this entire historic section of town. Many people don't even know it's here. Part of the problem is we have it listed as the historic section of Old Bridge, which is actually still East Brunswick. And I think it's an opportunity for all East Brunswick residents to learn about what makes our history so fascinating and so interesting. We're thrilled that we were able to be part of this program here today. Many of the original founding museum trustees are still here. And I think that it's an opportunity for East Brunswick residents to come down here and recognize what makes East Brunswick so special. History teaches us that most of the societies that we remember are remembered because of their culture and their art and the keeping of the things that made them so unique. There's many, many societies that have fascinating histories, but they're lost in history. The ones that are remembered are ones that are able to treasure the art and culture that made their society so unique. So this is ours, and it's an opportunity for everybody to come here and share time and a little bit of the experience of what makes East Brunswick so special.
I think we have a couple of historic buildings. We have this building, which is on 16 Maple Avenue.
Right.
We have the building on Milltown Road.
Milltown Road is the Historic Society, has their headquarters. And we have the Appleby Library, which was recently renovated. And so they're going to be under the Museum Corporation, and with the help of the township, we intend to try to provide more programming through all of these historic buildings in town, so they have more relevance besides their history. They're actually part of the history we're creating.
And we have a couple of very old cemeteries as well, so people should contact the township or the museum or the library and find out more about our great town.
Right now, the Board of Education and the schools provide a lot of historical background, and in their curriculum includes trips to this area, trips to the Appleby farm, and they actually come up to the township and get an opportunity to meet with the mayor, meet with our police department, learn a little bit about civics, court, and at that time it's almost always an opportunity for us to teach a little bit about the town's history, because we want our next generation recognizing where they came from and the rich treasures that are part of the history of this area that contributed to not only the development of this area, but many people don't realize that a lot of the natural resources that are part of East Brunswick, whether it's the rock quarries or the brick business or the sand pits, all contributed through our rail lines and shipping lines to the building of New York at the turn of the last century. So it's important that you become immersed in your history, because I think they said once in the past, many people wrote it, that if you don't understand your history, you're doomed to repeat it. So we want our kids to become masters of their history.
And we want to appreciate our great town.
Hi, I'm Mark Fafara. Well, we just finished our 40th anniversary celebration here at 16 Maple Street at the museum. Our exhibit that we're having is 40 years of treasures. please come to the museum, 16 Maple Street, or you could visit us at www.eastbrunswickmuseum.org. If you would like to join here for membership, please come down. We're open on Saturdays and Sundays from 1:30 to 4. Please come and fill out a membership form, and then so you can become a member.